Man's best friend. This phrase says it all. Since the beginning of time, humans have been attached to their pets in a very extreme way. With today's modern and leading technology, man's best friend can now be genetically engineered, making pets better and more perfect than ever and with the most desired traits. However, many people aren't aware of the way their tiny, fluffy, adorable, and hypoallergenic pets are made. People don't understand that these animals are being made by scientists in a lab, using the newest gene target technology, tweaking domestic animals' genes to produce the most desired qualities. People love these cute and tiny animals, but is it a problem that they are not aware of the ethical issues surrounding their genetically engineered pets' creation? Of course, small dogs have been on the market for many years, but this is through the process of selective breeding, a practice that arose in Britain about 200 years ago. Animals are selectively bred to obtain the best qualities. But this new form of breeding takes obtaining desired traits a step beyond. Originating in China in 2006, scientists began developing gene editing techniques, tweaking animals' genes to produce the most desired qualities, including smaller, fluffier, hypoallergenic, better temperament, and all around healthier pets. So, just to lay it out for you, breeding techniques over the past 100 years have gone from the use of normal breeding techniques to selective breeding, and last but not least, we move into genetic engineering. Genetic engineering is defined as the deliberate modification of the animal's genome using techniques of modern biotechnology by incorporating genes from other organisms in a process called transgenesis, which includes the transfer, removal, or modification of genetic material. I mean, would you want to have some random scientist in a lab altering your DNA while you're not even the size of a pea yet? And even more so, scientists don't even actually know the exact outcome of his alterations. Something about that just doesn't seem right. Today, people are paying hefty premiums for these superior pets. People like them and will keep buying them because they're cute and small, and by most people's standards, they're perfect. One specific modification makes the animal hypoallergenic, which improves the well-being of humans by allowing people with pet allergies to not be inflamed by their pets anymore. While approximately 50 million Americans suffer from allergies, only about 10% of them are actually allergic to their household pet. So is it worth it to alter the animal's genome just to satisfy 10% of the population who are allergic to their dogs? Genetic modification of pets is also being used to eradicate common diseases and to make animals parasite resistant, allowing them to live longer and happier lives. Personally, I have had 4 French bulldogs, all of them having an abundance of health issues, especially my favorite, Mark. These health issues include respiratory problems, eyes literally bulging out of their sockets, nostrils being way too small to breathe, and stomach issues. It's upsetting watching Mark having a hard time walking, running, playing with the other pets, and breathing, but at the same time, I would duplicate him. If I could duplicate him, I would. I can't imagine a world without him. Even knowing and living with all these negative implications of genetic modification, I would hands down get another French bulldog because overall, to me, the pros outweigh the cons. And that's not all. Dogs are not the only animals being modified. Pigs, fish, chickens, and other farm animals are also being modified. Would you want to consume a genetically modified cow? Or eat a bald, skinny chicken? As a lead breeding of small dogs in America, Cameron's Kennels states, "We do believe that genetic engineering does offer the possibility of fast and significant health benefits for both dogs and people, but we do need to proceed with caution to address the very real biological, moral, and ethical threats and challenges that unregulated genetic engineering poses." Trying to perfect this technique, in 2015 in China, scientists began using the latest form of genetic gene knockout engineering technology to modify 2 beagles, giving them twice the muscle mass of a regular dog in an effort to enhance the ability to fight human diseases and even fight Parkinson's disease. These 2 beagles' genome were modified in the embryo stage, removing myostatin, the gene that decreases muscle mass, allowing them to grow super strong. At this stage in the research of genetic modification, scientists know little about the side effects to many of the experiments being done and are unsure of what removing a specific gene will do and how it will affect the well-being of the animal in the long run. These animals are engineered to be as smart and as cute and as perfect as they can be, regardless of the adverse effects on their health and temperament. But all genetic modifications come with consequences, no matter what animal or human or gene is modified. But as of right now, scientists have only been able to alter one genome at a time. Therefore, genetically modified animals might be small and cute, but they seem to be more susceptible to disease and are more likely to have a lousy temperament than that of a non-genetically modified animal. Personally, I've had too many micro pigs. One was the perfect pet, but he passed away of cancer. The other was healthy, but she was a vicious beast who could rip you apart at any time. So I can honestly argue both sides. Judging by the pigs, I would definitely argue against genetic modification. However, even knowing all the negative implications of genetic modification, I would get another French bulldog.